Alright, so we got another Warhammer Fantasy Battle Report. This is part of my send-off series for the 7th edition. Here in the next few weeks, 8th edition will be out. So I thought I'd try to get a few games in, get them documented as sort of a farewell to 7th edition. So I'm playing a good friend of mine's Empire Army. You've seen him in a lot of battle reports. He's an excellent player, and really looking forward to this game. He's bringing an Empire list that he's been beating me with time and time again. So he took out the steam tank, he took out his war altar, and not trying to throw me a bone, but I think he's just trying to make it easier and easier to beat him, which probably doesn't make any difference in the slightest. So he's got his Knights of the White Wolf behind the hill, a couple small detachments with a big block of swordsmen. There on the far left is a rocket battery. There it is, far right now. A big block of great swords with his general on a horse. Inner circle knights, 9 of them with a warrior priest. There's 20 flagellants, some regular Empire knights with his battle standard bearer. Crossbowman detachment. Let's see, that's the rocket battery or whatever it is, a cannon, and then some outriders. So facing him, I have 5 questing knights with a war banner. In the building, I have 10 archers. Got my trebuchet, big block of 25 men-at-arms, and I've got a level 1 damsel with them. 9 knights errant with the infantry banner. 20 skirmishing bowmen. There might be 19, whatever it is. 8 knights of the realm with a damsel, level 1. And this level 1, the one on the right has Crow's Feast for a spell, and this one on the left has the Beast Cowers, which is actually a great spell for this list that I'm facing. Got some fast cav. Have my Grail Relic, and this time instead of making it unit strength 20, I only made it unit strength 15. So, and we didn't see it. I'm pretty sure my battle standard bearer is in with the Grail Relic. Anyway, I've got 4 Pegasus Knights. Then here on the left flank, I've got that unit of 11 bowmen. There's 11 just because I had a few extra points, and 2 blocks of 6 Knights Errant. So my thinking was, here on the left side, he really doesn't have a whole lot of really heavy-hitting items. He has a lot of shooting, and so I can use these two small blocks of Knights plus the Pegasus Knights to rush forward and just try to take care of the shooting. And if I can, just be a thorn in the side on this left flank. And then most of my power is there in the middle that I can take to either side of that woods, depending on where he's at. So Empire turn 1, he doesn't move a whole lot. Starting on the left, he moves his knights forward a little bit, stays still with his infantry. He's moving all his detachments up because he brings them just to do some redirects. And here on my far right, he moves his Knights of the White Wolf up. So we go to shooting, and his crossbowmen shoot at my Pegasus Knights and kill one of them, and then by the end of the shooting phase, the Pegasus Knights fail their panic test, because I had 4, he killed 1, and they fled off the board. So you figure that's about 220 points, about 10% of my army fled off the board right there. And not only that, but they're very healthy 10% of my army. That was very painful. So Brett turn 1. My thinking here was to I'm bringing the Grail Relic up because I want them to be able to hold the pass, meaning if I focus on the right-hand side of the woods, I want them to hold up so his cavalry can't come through and hurt me. And if I end up bringing that unit of knights to the left, I need them there to give me just some static combat rest support. So, and then otherwise over here, I bring my knights errant up and my men-at-arms as fast as they can. Really, he's going to kill me with shooting, so there's no reason to hang back. So I'm rushing up, and then we'll just try to get to him as soon as possible. I like the idea of running into his war machine and then running off the board or something like that. And there on the right, I decide just to take my Questing Knights up, and if he's going to charge me, let him charge me, and just deal with it. I think that's better than sitting back and wasting the whole game, never getting my Questing Knights into battle. On my magic phase, however, one of my level 1 damsels was able to get the Beast Cower spell off on that unit. So on his turn, he's not going to be able to charge me. So I was very, very fortunate with that. My shooting was very ineffective. The shooting in this house, they're all going for those that detachment on the hill, and I really all game long, my archers did nothing. I've got 41 archers on the table, and they killed next to nothing the whole game. So there's another look. Closer look there. Not sure why all the pictures. All right, so Oh, I take that back. I guess my shooting was able to kill 2 members of this detachment, and they fled a little bit. Not off the board, of course. And we go to Empire turn 2. So if you look on the right-hand side, he moves up 1 detachment up just to mess with my cavalry, make it to where I can't really get a good charge off. If you look on the left, that really hurt. His knights that were by the woods were able to flank charge my knights. And when he declared the charge, I didn't flee because I just assumed it looked like they were so far away. But basically, he didn't need to wheel that much in order to get to me. So here these guys sitting still with that spell on them. Closer look at the middle. You can see he took his big block and turned him. His big block of inner circle knights. And here's the charge I was talking about. So this is kind of middle of the table towards my left side. That's what it looked like before. So that's what I was looking at when he declared the charge. And to me it looked like he was so far away. But again, all he has to do is really nick my, the back side of me. So he doesn't have to wheel all that much. And then with 14 inches, I just need to get better at seeing that because that was really, really painful. So during his shooting, he starts picking on these guys. So he takes them from starting 6, now they're down to 3, now they're down to nothing. So that's gone. After battle, my other knights are gone, and my left flank is completely destroyed, thanks to shooting and 1 unit of knights. So very disappointed in how my battle plan is working out so far. Ineffective to say the least. Over here on my turn, Brett turn 2, I was able to get the charge with my Questing Knights. Pretty confident. I'm confident enough in how that's going to go that I decided to go ahead and attack with great weapons, and as opposed to hand weapon shield. So my save will be a little bit worse, but much better chance of getting through his armor. Now what I did here is I charged all 3 of those units into his detachment, knowing that I didn't need that much to beat him, but my thinking was that if he fled, if I for some reason didn't kill all of them and I broke them in combat, I was going to restrain with my fast cav so that my Knights Errant would be blocked, because I wouldn't want to pursue with my Knights Errant, and if I failed that test, that would put me out there for a counter charge and I'd really be hurt. So by charging in here, if I broke them in combat and if I stuck with my fast cav, that would automatically stick my Knights Errant because they wouldn't be able to pursue, and I'd very gladly pursue with my men-at-arms. So that's why I charge like that. Just need to get that unit out of the way, because otherwise I won't get any of the charges that I need. I'm not looking to charge his great swords because they're stubborn, and if I get stuck there, he's going to counter charge with his inner circle knights, and I'm going to be destroyed. His units on the right, those are the charges I want to be able to get. So I bring my my BSB left that Grail Relique, and now I'm just going to sit that right there in that gap and try to keep him from getting his guys through there into my flank. And I know I'm going to be vulnerable to shooting, but that's what those guys are there for. They've got a decent armor save, they've got a ward save, they're stubborn. Their job is just to hold that gap. So on the far right side, my Questing Knights killed a couple of his Knights of the White Wolf, broke them in combat, were not able to chase him down. I totally destroyed the detachment. So what I did is I overran with my fast cav just to get them out of the way. Then I overran with my men-at-arms so they can get closer to the action. And I decided not to overrun with my Knights Errant because this is right where I want to be. I'm within reach to do the charges I want to get, and I don't want him to be able to countercharge me.